Welcome to the Butt Fixer Podcast, brought to you by Shane Gentry and John Van Olden. Sit back, listen up, and listen good. You're going to hear it all right because we've already done it all wrong. We're going to help you meet your goals and fix your butts. Welcome to the Butt Fixer Podcast.
Okay, we're on here. This is Patricia Pasquini, and
depending on where you live,
you are in
Pasquini.
You are in Turkey right now. Is that right?
Turkey, yes.
All right, and I met Patricia on a Facebook group for digital nomads that are over. Right now, it's a Facebook group for digital nomads that are over 50. And unfortunately, I'm over 50, but yeah. And we've had a few conversations, and she has a very active Facebook group, and I wanted to get her on and hear about her journey, about how she got to be a digital nomad. I know a little bit about her from our conversation and some of her posts, which I'll fill everybody in on. But first, I want to say that if you are watching this, please hit the like and subscribe button, because one day we want to make more than $9 doing this down there.
We got to get to 9 first.
Yeah, at least get to $9. Yes.
Yeah, we set the bar low.
Yeah. So, Patricia, you are from Argentina, right?
Buenos Aires, yes.
Yes. Tell us how you came to what was your original real going to work job, and how did you become a digital nomad, and how long have you been doing this?
Okay, so many questions. I'm a psychologist. I studied at Buenos Aires University for 7 years. I became a digital, I don't know. I was a digital nomad before knowing that the digital nomads exist. I didn't know. I just left my country because I went to travel, and I closed my work. I have a bar, and I closed the bar because the economy was very bad. So I said I had $2,000, only $2,000, and one ticket, one way to Thailand. I stopped in Barcelona, then I went to Amsterdam, and I spent a week in every city, and then I went to Thailand.
Wow.
But one day I decided I wanted to travel more and travel around all the Southeast Asia, but with $2,000 was not possible.
Yes.
Yeah.
What year was it that you started, you took off with your $2,000? How long ago was that?
Well, no. I'm very good saving money, and you know that Thailand is very cheap also, it's very affordable. And immediately I went to Vietnam. No, first I went to Cambodia, and I was a volunteer in a rural school.
Okay.
So they gave me a room. A room.
Yes.
I can touch the hands with my arms. And food. I was like this. Because the Cambodian food comparing with Argentinian food is, it's a large distance. So I was
I'm sure.
very thin. And I worked very hard. And I earned $5 a week.
A week?
Yes, they paid me $5 a week. But I started making changes in the school, and I had some ideas, and let's do this, and let's do that. And in 2 months, I were earning $20 a week.
Yes.
It was a fortune. It was a lot of money. So, and I had from my own maybe $1,000 still. So my economy was like this. You know how is the life. If you have your mind open and you catch the opportunities, someone told me, why don't you do this or do that? And here I am after 7 years.
7 years.
More than 50 countries. Not bad.
Wow.
All started with $2,000.
Yes.
And
that's amazing.
what did you do at the school in Cambodia?
In Cambodia, I
Yes.
teach English. Can you
Teaching
imagine?
English. Hey, your English is great.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very good.
Okay, I teach English. Well, they need it. They need
Yes.
it. But
Yes.
I create a playroom in the school
Mm-hmm.
because we needed more students. So, and they are very poor. They can pay $10 a month for English class. So
Right.
we create a playroom. It was amazing. One day I will show you the photos. So many people came from the neighborhood to the school to start assisting. Okay, so the school start growing and growing, and more students, and we need more volunteers and more teachers, and I get more money.
Okay. How did you find that opportunity? Was it
Facebook groups? Yes.
you just on Facebook?
Well, yes. When people ask me how I get a job or how, just try every day. I'm very consistent. When I got a goal, I go there.
Yes, I see that.
In my country, we say that it's like a donkey with a carrot. That
Yeah.
I don't know if it's true. I never saw a donkey with a carrot in front, but
Oh yeah.
this is me.
Okay.
So every day, and I post and I reviews or check in on websites. And one day, well, that's how I found the volunteer. But the school in China, they had to hire me.
Okay.
I saw a post looking for an English teacher, a Spanish teacher in China.
Okay.
And I had no experience teaching online.
Right.
But the guy was most interested in my location because I was in Thailand and the time zone was very good with China.
Oh yes, that's
advantage.
true.
That's
Mhm.
why they chose me. Okay,
Okay.
But the time he confessed to me, it was your location, not your expertise teaching.
Right. Right.
You're convenient.
Yes.
Yes, but if you are consistent and if you try, and catch the opportunities, never said no. And then I learned, of course. I take courses online. I made a lot of, okay, now I'm very skilled. I'm a pretty good teacher.
Yes. And you taught English in China or Spanish in China, but you did that online. Is that right? And
That's
you did it from Cambodia.
Yes, I started in Cambodia, then I went to Vietnam,
Okay.
also to teach English in a school. That was a different volunteering because the girl, the owner of this, well, that happened in Vietnam. These are not rural schools. They are business, really. And they get volunteers because it's cheaper for them because they earn a lot of money.
Yes.
Really.
Yeah. I
It's a real
understand that.
thing.
I know people
Yes.
that have done that. Yeah.
Yes. But,
And-
yeah, sorry.
No. And when you were in Vietnam, you were still teaching online also. Is that right?
I start teaching online. I had only 3 or 4 students.
Okay.
But the COVID came.
Oh,
We
yeah.
were in the north of Vietnam trying to cross the border with China when they told us there is something happening with China, don't go.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow.
So we came by to Tay Binh, the city in the north, near Hanoi.
Mm-hmm.
And I spent the COVID 8 months in Vietnam.
Wow. How was that?
Amazing.
Amazing.
We were safe. Vietnam was one of the few countries that has not cases until they got. And when they
Okay.
got was terminal, and I left. But
Wow.
during 8 months, we were absolutely safe.
Wow.
We were in the building. We were 25 teachers from different countries.
Mm-hmm.
I was the older, of course. They were very young. And we received the news from our countries were terrible. People were dying all around. Our family, it was a disaster in the world. Not
Wow.
in Vietnam. We were safe. That's why I stayed.
It's everybody had a different experience. Shane, where was the person we had on Monday? They spent COVID in Sweden, was it?
Good God Almighty.
Yeah, but I mean, every
I can't
country
remember
had
who
a
the hell.
different.
Oh, the lady from New Zealand. The author.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
New Zealand. So she was in New Zealand for COVID, and she said that the response was so good that
Yes.
they also had very few cases right off the
Yes.
bat.
Yeah, they said they locked it down for like 5 weeks, and then it was okay because they got it really early. They squished it and then went on about life.
That's what they do in Vietnam. Yes, they are
Well,
very rigorous.
I
Yeah.
think I mean, for me personally, COVID really changed the way that, because I own a business, but it's a business, it's a business in the United States, and I had an office, and I have employees. They went to the office, and when COVID came, we had to pivot to remote work. And as soon as we figured out how to do it remotely, when COVID was over, I was gone, and
Okay.
I leave, and I'm only a part-time nomad because I have a 13-year-old daughter here in the United States. So I
Oh,
come back and I spend a month here, and then I try to spend a month somewhere else. So I have I never have to worry about a visa right now because I
okay.
always have to come back to the United States. But that's how I do it. But how often do you travel back to Argentina right now, or no?
I never
You've not been back for
come back. I'm
7
thinking,
years.
yeah, I'm thinking next year. I always say the same. Next year I go. Next year I go. But then I see the map and I see that near is another country that I'm interested. So I said, okay, no, this year, maybe next.
Wow, yeah. And you told me you have dogs back there.
Well, my family is taking care of them. Yes, I have two.
Okay. And
Oh, I'm surprised that you don't ask me if I don't miss, because sometimes when I say that I never come back, I think that they judge me because I can see in their looks that they look at me like, how is possible? You have children, you have grandchildren. Why you don't miss them?
You don't miss them?
No.
Okay, that takes care of that.
They'll be there when I get back. Don't worry about it.
I think they are in my mind and in my heart every single day.
Well, I feel like, I mean, your Facebook group is for people, specifically right now, it's people over 50. And I mean, when you're 50, 51, you're still hopefully in good health. You can still travel. You can still do all these amazing things. You have plenty of time to go back to Argentina and lay around on the couch while your grandchildren come visit you, right?
Well, I'm not sure they will receive me because now I'm okay. But in 10 or 15 years, if I come back very, very old and creepy, they will say, Mom, go back. Go.
Yeah, okay. They'll send you. Yeah.
No.
How many kids do you have?
I have 4.
Okay. Oh, me too. I've got 4 boys.
3 daughters, 1 son, and 9 granddaughters.
Wow.
I just found out about my second one. So we have 1 grandbaby and 1 on the way.
But we have video calls all the time.
Yep.
They send me drawings. I'm very connected with them.
Good.
Everybody. But I learn not to miss people, because if you miss, you can get apart.
What about when you're on your travels? How long will you be in Turkey?
In Turkey, I'll be for 3 months because I'm tired.
And then you make friends, and then you move on.
I have very close friends. I have a friend from London, Elizabeth. I love her, and Cameron. He's also from London. I have Patricia from Argentina, and a friend that is from New York, but I met her in Thailand. She's coming on 9, and I asked her to stay with me. So yes, I have. I will show you my grandsons there. we have dinner online.
Okay.
Maybe they go to the cinema and I go with them and we make a Zoom 1 hour and a half watching a movie. They in the cinema, so we share our daily life. It's not only a video call like this. I always recommend the nomads to share a dinner, cook. I cook and I go to the supermarket with my son, and he said I show him what you want. and I come home and I cook for him, and he cook, I cook, and we eat together.
Wow.
We're close.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Now, how long have you had the Facebook group, the Digital Nomad group?
In fact, I created the group 3 years ago.
3 years. And how many followers now?
But I start paying attention to the group on February.
Of this year?
Of this year.
Wow. And you have, what is it? You corrected me. I said 50,000 and you said, no, it's more.
No. Oh, well, but anyway, now we are not in the peak. We are slowing down. We are almost 60,000. We are 59, 600, something like this. We are almost. I think that maybe before 2025 we'll reach the 60,000. Not sure.
And how fun is that to moderate, especially with me in it?
I adore the group.
Oh, you did good, because I had to delete 4 or 5 comments yesterday.
So. Really? Well, sometimes you are a little controversial.
Yes. Yeah. I say.
Yeah, you comment something last week. I said, "Oh my God!"
Yes, that's me. And have you been able to because you're still working on monetizing that group? Have you been successful at all in doing that?
Of course not. People laugh at me, but they don't give me money.
No, but you're publishing a lot of blog posts, and are you writing those in English or are you translating those?
No. I have a method. I write in Spanish because I'm very good writing in Spanish. I'm very good writing. Even I have a book. I wrote a book about women and love. So very good, and in Spanish. But what I do is I write in Spanish. Sometimes I write in English, or I make a mix, and then I use the translator, and then I review the translator because I don't trust in translator.
Right.
I can, and I read very well in English because most of the books I read are in English.
Yes.
Because I don't want that the feeling, the sense, what I want to say, I need to be accurate as how I feel. So I don't use translator. No, or how is the name? ChatGPT? No, it's okay for ideas. He's my best friend for ideas.
Okay.
When I don't know what to write, I say, "Oh, come on, tell me a good idea. Be creative." Okay. And he said.
And from Turkey, you're going to? Is it Georgia? Is that right?
I go to Georgia. Then
Crazy.
I'm going to Egypt. I change my plans. I go to Egypt now on December 30, I go to El Cairo, and I will stay there for 12 days.
Okay.
Because, and this is another thing that you have to consider when you're a bachelor traveler like me, I write in a ski scanner from Antalya. Antalya is the main city here, everywhere. And said Hurghada. Hurghada is a city in Egypt. And it was a one-way ticket for $30.
Oh,
said, okay, I go to Hurghada.
Wow. and then from there you're going to Georgia.
No, then I go to El Cairo by bus.
Cairo,
the bus is $10, and I fly to Antalya, and I come back on 12, and then I go to Georgia, Armenia, Iran, Kazakhstan, Armenistan, Turkestan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, and
next.
And then, who knows? Yeah. And how long is that? What is the time frame?
I'm not sure, because this is my plan. I never know. Maybe I fall in love with a place and I stay there longer, or maybe I don't like at all, or the Wi-Fi is not good and I need to work.
Yes.
So I go. But I calculate 7-9 months. Yes, I guess that's 7-8 months.
That's an 8 month. That you have an 8 month plan until like next year, next summer, the end of the summer next year.
Yes. Maybe I go back to Asia because I like Thailand and I miss in Thailand. I have my plans. I have many things there.
Yes. I mean, I fell in love with Bangkok this time around. It's such an incredible city. Yeah. I mean, wow. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, it was something. So what kind of work are you doing to be able to do this now then? Are you still teaching English?
No, I teach Spanish because in the school, well, thanks of the COVID, I got many students from 3 in 1 week, 10 days, they turn into 20.
Wow. Okay.
It was incredible because China was the first country that made the online classes. And now I have a lot of schools, but also I manage, I'm the Spanish manager in the school. So I have an extra salary because I organize all the teachers and I teach teachers to teach because Chinese students are very special. Well, kids are special, but the Chinese are very special. So this is my niche. I only teach Chinese people.
How often are your classes?
Sorry?
How often do you teach class?
I have how many hours you mean? 3 hours?
In a week. In a week. Is it every day? Is it?
Well, depends. I have 5 days, but maybe 2-3 hours every day. And on Saturday and Sunday, I have very busy days, maybe 6 hours, but depends. Because they are not my students, are more in the macro of the school, okay? Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I keep some students, yes.
Okay. And you can do that and that's a job you can do anywhere. So all of your travels, you just log on and boom. That's pretty freaking amazing.
And I'm jealous. My understanding from one of your posts just a few days ago is that you in a year operate on about a $13,000 a year budget, including all the travel,
13.
13.
Yes.
So Shane, she does it on $13,000 a year. It's amazing. Well, she flies to
cool apartment. Look,
in Turkey.
You have the mountain there. You have the Mediterranean on the other side.
Wow.
I look at the kitchen and I have a room. It's very good, but I pay only $400.
Yes, for 1 month.
Yes.
Yeah, that's amazing.
You need to blah, 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 blah. I'm very good with the blah, blah, blah.
Okay. How do you find these? Do you find them on Airbnb? Do you find them on...
No, I don't use Airbnb, and mostly I use Booking because I don't like to pay in advance. I pay when I come and open my laptop and I check my Wi-Fi. If the Wi-Fi is not like they promised, I go.
Wow.
I don't want to complain. I already pay you. No. But when I come to Turkey and in other countries, I look on Facebook. You have very good expats community. So you speak with the owner.
Okay.
That's what happened. They are Russians. There are many Russians living in Turkey right now. Mm-hmm. So he gave me a price and I said, oh, come on, give me a discount and I will stay 3 months and blah, blah, blah. Here I am. No, I live very well.
Yes.
At my age, I don't want to be poor or hungry or no. Yeah. But I'm very careful with the money.
And and how much do you travel? What do you carry when you travel? What, like, from place to place? How many things do you have?
Sometimes when I went this year, when I went to Philippines, South Korea, Japan, Singapore, and Thailand, I made a trip with a backpack of 7 kilos.
14 pounds. Wow, that's amazing.
Only one device. I usually have 2 laptops and tablet, and a tableta, the iPad. No, when I travel I only use 1 laptop.
Yeah.
I don't need much. When you travel, you don't need much.
Yeah.
When I listen that people use a kettle or espresso machine, why you need
No. I'm not that bad.
Oh, a dryer. What do I do with my hair? Nothing. Wash your hair and
shave it. If I
I'm
could
the same way.
like that,
I travel light. We did nothing like what you've done, but I did we did 13 days in Sweden and Iceland, and Iceland and Ireland, and I could carry one carry-on bag for 13 days on a cruise. That's all I need. My wife, bags. And they just need that, and I'm like, no.
I am the same. I went to Thailand with a carry-on and a backpack, and but I think you remember I posted, people were asking how they stay connected. I do with my business, and I always have to be connected. I carry 3 cell phones, 2 tablets, 1 laptop all the time. It's all in my backpack. It's a heavy backpack.
I always live a carry-on in Thailand with my summer clothes, and here in Turkey, my winter clothes. But now I'm taking my big suitcase, but it's only 20 kilos, no more. Maybe it will be 18. And these are all my belongings in this carry-on. Okay. But I need to, because it's a long trip and I'm not coming back to Turkey. I'm going then to Thailand. So I need to get everything with me.
Wow.
But because I have a lamp with a ring light, because sometimes in the hotel the light is not very good. And as you said, I have 2 mobiles and 2 tablets and 2 laptops and chargers. It's a lot. It's an office.
It adds up.
And I have 2 T-shirts. One sports shoes, 1 flip-flops, and a lot of.
So your friends that you are meeting in you have friends coming to Turkey. These are friends you met on your travels, and are they also nomads? They also travel around, or are they just coming from home on vacation?
Oh, nomads, and I have amazing experience with friends. I have friends everywhere.
Yes.
That's why sometimes I save accommodations. If I go to Spain, I know people. If I go to Italy, I have people.
All right.
Yes. If I come here, because I like to live by myself. I prefer not to share places. But if I want, I have friends here. They offer me to stay with them.
So what is one of the craziest, I've got a lot of crazy stories, but what is one of the craziest things? I mean, I know, was it Thailand or somewhere you posted that the housekeeper stole all your money or something, right? Yeah. And somehow...
You remember?
Yeah.
Oh, I told you. I told you.
You posted that, yeah. Oh. And it was some story
that you
posted.
Before going to Sri Lanka. I was leaving Thailand. I went to Sri Lanka and then I went to Maldives before coming here.
Yes.
And yes, he stole $1,000 in cash. Yes, because to Sri Lanka, when you go to Sri Lanka, it's better if you have cash.
Right. Yes.
And in Maldives also, because the exchange is not favorable.
Okay.
So, and sometimes they don't have ATMs if you are in a small island. So if you have cash, so $1,000 is okay. And it was inside my passport. And I went with her in the elevator. So I left, I don't know, I went to the mall and she stole my money. But the cameras, I asked for the cameras.
Yes.
And the manager, because they like me very much, I always stay in the same place. He gave me the money.
Oh, wow.
He gave you. Oh, I thought you recovered from her.
Yes,
he gave you the money.
Because the girl spent the money immediately. He had to pay. She was a gamer, so she has a very huge doubt. Gambling.
Mm-hmm.
So she spent the money immediately. She changed the money in the only mall in Hua Hin, but the manager gave me the $1,000.
Wow. Okay, that was how it worked. That's wild.
Good business.
That's a wild story.
Yeah.
I think I told the story of Costa Rica where I did it to myself, but I got jumped from behind. I never saw the people that did this, but they stole my phone, and in my phone was $200 maybe and a credit card, and they took and my driver's license, and I got I was injured, but I'm not bad enough to go to the hospital. And I got back to my hotel or my apartment, and I canceled my credit card, and I immediately went online to find my phone. And my phone was all the way across downtown San Jose. And because of what happened, I had to go to the dentist the next day. And I had a second phone with me, luckily. And I went to sleep, woke up in the morning, activated that phone, called the dentist, made an appointment. He couldn't believe what happened. He says, "Oh, we'll stay open till 5, after 5 for you." Then I looked for my phone, and my phone was only 1 mile away, 2 kilometers away.
Okay.
And a few more hours went by, and my phone hadn't moved. So I went online and I looked at the address where my phone was, and it looked like a small little electronics store. So I thought, oh, those fuckers sold my phone.
Yes.
So I got in a taxi, and I went to the address, and it turned out to be a giant building with maybe 50 or 75 little kiosks, everybody selling a phone
the
in there.
same. Yes, you don't know which one.
And I had Google Translate, and I kept asking everybody, iPhone 11, iPhone 11, iPhone 11, and finally they point me here, then they point me to this guy, then they point me to that guy.
Really?
And finally one guy pulls out a phone, and he says in Spanish, he says, "I bought this phone today for $50," and he hands it to me, and I put my code in. I said, "That's my phone." I said, "You have 2 choices. I'll give you $75 right now, or I'm coming back in with the police." And he says, "No problem." I activated my phone. They had tried to charge, believe it or not, $7,000 worth of alcohol at a liquor store on my card, which was denied. And in the end, I found my phone. I got my teeth fixed. The next day I was like, I've had enough of Costa Rica this trip. I'm going home.
Yeah.
And when I got on the plane and went home. But
the worst happened to me was in Koh Samui. I went to the hotel, and the Wi-Fi was very bad, very bad, very poor. So I decided to change the hotel. I left my luggage in the lobby. I took a bike, and I asked him to go to other hotel, and I wanted to check the
Wi-Fi.
the uploads, the speed. I went to the ATM. I took $20. But then during the trip with the bike, the guy didn't know the address. I don't know. I took however, I don't know how I lost my card.
Oh.
And I had only $20, and I didn't pay for accommodation, so I didn't know what to do. So I asked her, the girl, "Please let me sleep here. I will try to find money, and I will pay." No.
No, oh boy.
So I booking that books that you don't have to pay in advance. So I changed the hotel with my bag and no money. And it was the night in Argentina, so as to ask my son to bring me money. So I asked a friend in Spain, and he said, "Please, from Western Union, you gave me money. Send me $100, $200, something." And she did. But I was so nervous that I didn't think clear that I can transfer money from my account in Western Union to myself.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't have to ask anybody. But that's what I did for 5-6 months, is sending me money from my account to Western Union, go to Western Union, pick up money to have cash, until I can open an account in Thailand to have a card, and until I come to Turkey and I got my plastic again.
Wow. I was going to ask you how do you do your banking? Do you do it so you're banking in Thailand?
My main banking is in Turkey. I pay taxes here because I had the residence here, so all my duties are here. But due to my card that I had no plastic, and sometimes you need a plastic, it's not always online. I open an account in Thailand that is very easy, so I can both. But the Thailand, they only have bahts. They don't have euros and dollars.
Yes. Okay. So, but do you have an ATM card from Thailand?
Mhm.
But so they convert when you use the card in Turkey, or they use the card somewhere else, it converts to euro or lira or whatever you're using,
Yes.
right?
Yes, of course.
Yes. Okay.
In ATM, the Thailand ATM works very, very well, the card. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that is one of the reasons I travel with 2 phones, 2 tablets, a computer,
Yes, but it was
because
the first time. I didn't know that I can send money to myself in Western Union. This is a very good tip. You
Yeah.
need to know, because
I mean,
with an emergency, anyway, my friends works very good. They send me money. Suddenly, I received like $600 because I asked many friends. Just in case, I left a message. Oh, if you can send me $200, can you send me? Oh, I said, what?
it was a windfall. That's 5% of your annual income.
Yeah. Pennies from heaven.
That's pretty good. That's good.
I'll subscribe to that.
Yeah. So in 12 months, so we're in December now. In 12 months, how many countries have you been to in 12 months?
Not much. 8, 9.
Just
Not
9
much,
countries.
not much.
Yeah.
Not much.
And how many continents?
2, 3 continents, depends.
2 or 3, I'm not
Yes,
sure. That's crazy.
But depends on the time, because sometimes I stay, for example, in Sri Lanka, I always stay 1 month or more.
Okay.
But in Maldives, I stay 20 days. In Philippines, I stay 2 weeks. But in Japan, I stayed 2 months because it's so beautiful.
Yes, for sure.
Korea also 2 months, and I can stay longer if I can. It could, but depends. But no more than 8 or 9. If not, it's too fast.
So
no, I don't like.
I went to Japan a couple of years ago. I also loved it. I want to go back, but I look at the accommodations are so expensive to stay. But you have a different way to do it, right?
No, in Japan it was, well, in Tokyo I have a very small room, but small, very small. And I had to work, and it was so uncomfortable. Sometimes my legs hurt because I don't have space to move. It was like a Tetris, the Tetris. Well, I was Tetris. But in Kyoto, it was big room for the same price, but big, with a small living room with a sofa and a kitchen.
In Kyoto.
And in Korea, I stayed. That was amazing. I arrived in Korea, in Seoul, like 11 or the night. And when I opened the door of the hotel, it was dark with a red light. Oh, wow. And the receptionist was painting like a door with a rouge or red lips. It was very sexy. I said, what is this? And it was, I don't know the name in English, but it's like a love hotel.
Love hotel. Yeah, a love hotel. So did you think, oh wow, it's only only a few dollars.
Beautiful.
But
I have porno in the
oh my God.
They have a computer, the computer only for porno, because I wonder why they have a computer, but an old computer, because it's not in the TV, it's the computer.
Right.
And the tab, it was a sauna tab, red.
Oh my God.
No. I spent 1 month like a queen. But alone.
My month in a love hotel in Korea. That's amazing.
No doubt.
That's good.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah. So what do you think? I mean, we had a conversation of like some things you could do moving forward. I personally think that you have an awesome podcast. You're doing it now, right? And talking about, hey, you can stay in Korea. If you want to stay in a love hotel, it's only this much per night. You can do it on $13,000-$15,000 a year, and a lot of people, it from the Facebook group. There are many people on your group that maybe don't even have a passport, and this is their dream. They want to travel and they want to go here and go there.
Yes,
and
maybe. But I told you that you can help me, and you said that you are very busy. So
I can help you we can help you get the podcast going for sure. This is it. We're helping you now. This is your first attempt at it.
I need assistance. I'm not very good, and believe me, the group takes a lot of my time.
Yes.
I work. I'm a traveler, and it takes time. I need to upload all the time postings and advice and look information. It's not just go and Google. If you take a look in the group, it's very interesting the information you have.
Oh,
I
yes.
have to write the blogs. It takes time to write the blogs. It's not natural for me to speak in English, so it takes double or triple that other.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I need to monetize in some way, because come on.
Yeah. With that many people, there shouldn't be any problem.
We will talk, and I actually have somebody in mind to connect you with, to help you with that as well. So let me ask another question. So you were in Turkey you were there for a month. You'll be there for 1 month.
3 months in total. I came here like 1 month and a half, and I stay until in January 27. I go to Georgia. I fly.
And you're living there. You get up in the morning and you live there. You would not really consider yourself so much of a tourist as somebody that you are living your daily life in your town.
Digital nomads, we have a routine.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's nothing special. For me, it's like a common life. The difference is that today I'm here and maybe next week I'm in Egypt.
Yes.
But I have a routine. I wake up, I have duties, I have obligations because nobody pay my rent, nobody gave me money from my country, I don't have a husband, so.
Yes.
But I have my routine. The difference is that today I wake up in front of the mountain and tomorrow in front of the sea. And it's a big, huge difference.
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
That's awesome.
For sure.
But I have a routine.
Yeah. And like I said, I mean, you're living many people's dreams. I just feel like the only way, I mean, the podcast is called The Butt Fixer. There are so many people on your page that say, I want to do what Patricia's doing, but I can't, but I have grandkids, but I have obligations, but I have this. And one of these days it will be, I wish I had done it, but now I can't because I'm too freaking old and I can't move around and jump on boats and planes and buses. And
the problem is that all the excuses that people, it's okay, I understand. And there are problems that must be solved. The problem is that they don't solve the problems, and the problems become an excuse. And an excuse that in some way, I think that people like to have the excuse.
Yeah,
I think that people always...
Look at me.
Yes. They get an empathy of the others that are concerned until the people get tired. Come on, do something with your life and stop complaining and thinking what you want to do.
Exactly. That's
Maybe
exactly
you can't
right.
believe it, but I have time to study. I'm studying philosophy in the university. I'm not making a course in Udemy. I'm in the University of Buenos Aires in my country. I'm in the 2nd grade.
Okay. Nice. Mm-hmm.
So maybe you think, oh, you are old. When you have the degree, maybe I will be 70 anyway. I study philosophy or not, I will turn into 70. So I prefer to be turn at 70s, being a philosopher. That is what I all my life wanted to be.
Yeah.
And I don't want to turn in 17 thinking, oh, maybe I could. No, just do it.
Yes.
You will turn old anyway.
That is exactly what this podcast is about, is just do it. And sometimes you fail. Like I failed in my trip to Costa Rica, but I'll never do that again. I will never put myself in that position again. So you learn.
Or maybe you do. What's the problem if you do twice?
I don't know. I like my teeth. I want to keep them this. I want to keep them this time.
I prefer not to fail twice, but we need to be more nice with ourselves. And if we make mistakes, it's okay. There is always a second chance. That word, that sentence that there is no train, the train only passed once, bullshit. The train passed a lot of times, but maybe it's not your time now, maybe it's in 1 year, but just do it.
Yeah, just do it. Or do something. What made you decide when you started to change your life and do it this way? Was there something that just was it something you always thought about doing, or was it how did you?
I told you it was a night in my bar with two friends. We were a little drunk, but suddenly I hear myself. It was a moment that I really hear myself, and I become so boring. It was like, it's like I can explain, but it was like two Patricias and one in front of the other, listen each other, and I said, "Are you kidding me again with this? Boring all the people around you, my two friends, so nice." And I was crying. I said, "Oh my God, my life is a disaster." And one friend said, "Take my card, buy the ticket right now, go to whatever you want."
Wow. And you did.
That night, it was 5 a.m. in a bar in Buenos Aires, okay? And
Yes.
I bought a ticket, a one-way ticket to Thailand.
And that was it.
A decisions, but I mean, it's a feeling inside. You can feel that something is happening, and it's the end.
Gotta go.
Yeah, if that's what you want to do, you have to do it.
Oh, shut up. That's what the feeling I had with me, myself. It's, Patricia, I faced myself and said, "It's the time. Just do it or shut up. I'm boring of you."
Yeah. Well,
I've been drunk with my buddies in a bar at 5 a.m. a bunch of times, and absolutely shit, nothing productive ever came out of it.
I mean, I've started many businesses in a bar drunk, and actually not much of. I think we may have had the idea for this podcast while we were drunk. But
you are correct. You are correct.
We have a sentence. We say, "Okay, let's wait until tomorrow. If tomorrow we sing the same, tomorrow at 2 p.m. Okay, let's do it." But
well, there's that. Yeah.
Most of the time.
I can't tell you how many domain names I've bought from a bar. Like, okay, well, let's do it.
That was a good night. Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I think I want to reconnect with you. I think that I definitely think you have something here. I think that within 59,000 people on your Facebook page, there are stories that people can tell. And I think there are stories that people should hear, just like your story, that if you want to do it, get out there and do it. The world is small. It's not as big as you think. And where there's a will, there's a way.
Sorry, I interrupt you. Let me tell you something. There is a member in the group. I don't remember exactly the name right now, my God. And he's posting for at least 5-6 months. He's very consistent posting, making questions. Mm-hmm. And you can see how every day he's close and closer and closer on what they like. And he already bought a laptop. He was asking like 2 months, what laptop should I buy? I said, oh my God, is he asking this? Yes, he did.
Good.
And now he was very happy, and he said, I bought a laptop. It's a future step for people like this. He's like 60 or 60 more.
Nice. Yeah. Exactly.
I want to hear his story. Sometimes I don't read to the people directly because I don't want to be invasive, or maybe they think that who cares. But I really like to hear his story.
You could do it this way, and you can ask him his story, and he can tell it, and hopefully inspire other people to do the same thing.
You can do it too.
Some people ease into it, and some people just do it. I'm more of like you, sit in the bar, 5 a.m. The next day, I'm on the plane somewhere. So, and my friend, and Shane knows. Shane, how many times a week do I say, oh, I think I'll go to Japan in March. And then 2 days later, I'm like, Shanghai.
My days
I want to go to
coming.
Shanghai, which I do want to go to Shanghai.
Okay, but you go somewhere.
I'm going somewhere. There's no doubt about that.
Okay,
yeah,
if you change the destination, it's not a problem. The problem is you stay at home.
No, there's no doubt. There's no doubt about that.
I kind of like staying at home.
Yeah, I mean,
I like traveling too. It's just I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, let's see, I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna pitch to my wife that we're gonna get rid of all our shit and spend $13,000 a year in travel. Yeah, it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, it's a good goal, that's for sure.
Yep.
Yeah,
I think we're picking up some static.
Yeah, it's awesome out there, and you meet awesome people, and you make great friends, right?
Of course you do.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Patricia, I'm glad I finally got you on here, and
It was a great conversation.
Yeah, I will.
Don't forget, make sure you click like and subscribe.
Yes, click like, subscribe down here. Yeah. And I'm gonna hit stop, but don't disconnect, Patricia, and we'll go from there. So thank you again so much for coming on.
You both.
I hope you guys, my name is not John on the Facebook group. Maybe I should not tell people my real name, but I hope that people see this and the people that are sitting on the fence, I hope they get over the fence and get out there and see the world while they can. So Thank you so much again.
And thank you, because it was very funny, as you promised. Thank you.
Great. Okay. So don't disconnect.
Thank you for listening to this edition of the Butt Fixer Podcast. Stay tuned for more guests, more stories, and more butt fixes. Make sure you click like, subscribe, and follow at all of the places where you stream podcasts.